This is Jim Lundy, Aragon Research. I'm with Jim Sinur. Great to have you here today.
Nice to be here.
We're here talking about digital business and customer journeys.
Okay.
And so, Jim, I know you kind of came up with the whole idea of digital business platforms in 2016. Mm-hmm. How have things evolved since you first came up with that concept?
Well, the digital business platform brings together a number of technologies in one platform that can be used in concert with continuously emerging technologies that organizations can use and leverage. So what has happened is there are very few people that recognize the digital business platform as a viable technology or even a technology that they needed. Now we're seeing a lot of traction. We're seeing organizations take specific journeys with the digital business platform and going through the various parts. There's 5 major parts to it. One is the process and work management piece. The other is the AI and analytics piece. Another piece is around integration and development. Another piece is around IoT. And then the last but not the least is pre-built business function, which can be as large as a package that has parameters or as small as a microservice.
So I know last year, and I'm leading the audience a little bit because I know this, but last year you did a report, you evaluated a number of providers, and then this year you're updating that. What's the difference you think in the market maturity from the first time you did a report where people were surprised because we were the very first research firm to really evaluate DBP, digital business platform providers? How's it evolving?
Yeah, what's different is the first time around we were looking at what's the functionality, what's the product like, and how are people using it? How are they leveraging it? Now we're going to take a look at the market in a more mature fashion that says who's going to survive, who's going to be around, who's going global, who's a specialist, because there are a number of digital business platforms that do one particular thing, even though it's a bunch of functionality that works together, but they focus on one kind of business solution.
So when we talk about digital business platforms, and I'm going to give you credit and say you invented the other older legacy category of business process management. Does that, as DBP comes online, does that kind of go away, fade away?
No, BPM still continues, and process will continue as a separate area, just like packages.
Best of breed.
Yeah, and people will do best of breed rather than have it in a platform. No one platform is going to be 100%, but organizations will pick a cornerstone type vendor, and they will augment that vendor to create their digital business platform. And in fact, some organizations might have 2.
Do you think that digital business platforms, because you've also written about customer journey mapping, do you think they can really improve the customer experience?
Yeah, they can alone because they have better user experiences. They tend to work around personas, which works very well for employees and suppliers and partners. But in order to really take it to that next level, they're going to have to start to include customer journey mapping and customer journey analytics, which is starting to happen this year, actually. And so the digital business platform is changing. It's shifting. And the couple of things that it's adding this year is customer journey and robotic process automation. Those 2 sectors are starting to converge with the digital business platform. And that's what's different in 2018 versus 17.
Great. Well, this has been a nice fireside chat with Aragon. Jim, thank you for joining.
Thank you.